Okay, it will show this type of a screen. So according to your platform, you can click on any link. Like suppose you have Windows 64, so you can click on this link and it will download automatically and it
Yeah.
will provide you a zip file. Okay, so after extraction, you will get the index file and you can start your STS. Okay, understood? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay. Actually, after downloading, we will get a zip file of STS, Spring Tool Suite. Yes, like this. Okay. So after extraction, we will get this folder. Open this folder. Then we will get a new folder STS bundle. Click on this. Then STS, and it will show the another folder. Open this, and here you will get a STS here. This is application for here. If you click on it, it will open. Okay. So now,
But it says that for the releasing, uh,
yes, yes,
probably configure.
British. Okay, click on this, then it will show this type of screen. Here we can specify the workspace. Okay, and click on launch. It is same as Eclipse. You can also use Eclipse, no problem. It is only one benefit it have because we can also use Spring Boot. It also provides us link of Spring Boot, so we can easily create the application of Spring Boot in STS Spring Tool Suite. Otherwise, if you want to create a application of a Spring Boot, so we can download from the internet. We use Spring IO and Spring Initializer, and through the Spring Initializer, we can download the application of Spring Boot. But Spring Tool should provide us link of Spring Boot, so we can easily create Spring Boot application. Okay, so after click on launch, it will show this type of screen. Here we can create, suppose we want to create a file of code Java. So please click on file, then new, then click on Java project. Okay. Here, here specify the name of your project. Okay. Here you can select the environment. Suppose I'm going to use Java 8. So select JSC 1.8. Click next and finish. No. Okay. This is a project. This is a project explorer window and this is the editor. Click here, editor window. SRC, we will create all classes within the SRC. So click, SRC means source folder. Click right mouse button, click on new, and now we are going to create a class. So click on class option. Here, we can specify name of class. Suppose here, my class name is demo. If you want to add uh, method also, so here you can select publish it main and click on finish. Okay, we can change the size. Okay, so suppose we want to display a message, so only type here system.out.println. So for this purpose, we have here, you can type here hello everyone. Save this file, Control Z, save this file. And if you want to execute this file, click right mouse button. Here you will get a option run as. Then it will open a sub menu. Here we will get a option Java application. Click on this option. It will show the result. Okay. If we want to, suppose we want to calculate calculation, a type of calculation. So we can specify here data type. Let's say integer, integer uh, num1 is equal to 10, num2 is equal to 20, and int sum is equal to num1 plus num2. And if you want to show the result, so here we can print it total plus sum. Save this file and click right mouse button, run as, click on Java application. It will show the result. Okay. If you want to show the values of both values, so first value num1 plus second value plus 2 satisfy. Again, we can try it. Okay, first value, second value, and total. So here int is a data type. So you can say what is the data type. I think you have idea of, about data types. So through the data type, we specify which type of value we want to store in a variable and how many bytes it will consume in the memory. So that is called data type. So Java support two types of data type: primitive data type and non-primitive. Okay, so these are the types of data type. So the data type we declare here. Here you can see this. Here I have declared int. It means we want to save the integer value in num1. Same as in num2, we are trying to save the value of integer value in num2 also. Okay, and the sum of two integer value, it also will be sum integer. Okay, so which type of value we want to store in a variable, we declare to the data types, and how many memory, how many space it will acquire in the memory, we will specify through the data types. So the Java support two types of, there are in Java, there are two types of data type. First primitive, second is a non-primitive. Okay, primitive
Mhm.
data types. Okay. So first is byte, is used for integer value. consume 1 byte space in the memory. Second is short, also stores only integer value without decimal place. It consumes 2 bytes space in the memory. Int also store integer value. It consumes 4 byte space in the memory. Long also store integer value and it consumes 8 byte space in the memory. So according to our requirement, we have, suppose we want to need a long values, a big values, so we use long. Uh, According to you, this is a part. Okay, so as per our requirement, we can use different part to store the values. If you want to store only from 0 to 127, so we use 1 byte, I mean byte. If we want to store 32767 to plus and minus, so we use short. And more than 5 digit value, so we use integer. A 10 to the power 8 we want to store, so then we will use long. So according to our requirement, we can use any integer values. After that, char contain single character with single quotation mark. Okay, we can't use double quotation mark in character. We use double quotation mark only with string. Okay, it consumes 2 byte space in the memory. After that, float. If you want to save decimal values like price 12.75, so we use floating value with single precision. Single. Okay, it consumes 4 byte space in the memory. Okay, next double. It also used for used to floating value, and it consumes 8 byte space in the memory. And this is a double precision. Okay, both are same, float and double, but float is a single precision and double is a double precision. What is the meaning of this? Boolean, Boolean values like true and false, only for true and false, true and not applicable. So primitive values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So Java provide 8 type of primitive values. Okay, according to our values, we can, if which type of value we want to store in a variable, we declare data types. Okay, if we want to save only integer values, we can use anyone according to size. We can use any integer, byte, short, integer, and long. If we want to save character type values, single character with single quotations, we use char, and float and double. If you want to store decimal values, so we use float or double, and boolean for boolean values like true or false. And here there is float and double. Float is performed single precision, and double precision. If you have need a high accuracy, so we use double. What is the meaning of this? Actually, float provide us accurate result after decimal place 6 digit. After 6 digit, it provides us correct accurate result. And double, after decimal plus, it provides us 14 digit. as a correct, uh, accurate result. So if you have need of highly accuracy, so we can use double, and it consumes 8 bytes space in the memory. And 9. So here you can see this. There are fixed which type of value it will save, and how many memory can be consumed in the how many space, how many bytes consumed in the space in the memory. But in non preemptive, like string is a non preemptive array class. There is no any specification as per our requirement. We can specify here interface. These are the non-preemptive uh, data type where we cannot declare the um, uh, size, and there is not a predefined which type of value we will want to save in the values in the variable of these non-preemptive values. So there are two types of data types in Java. Okay. First is preemptive, second is non-preemptive, second and preemptive is byte, short, integer, character like this. Okay, and string, array, class, and interface. Okay, after that, suppose here, uh, here you can see this here. If you want to save integer value, so we use int. If we want to save here double value, decimal values, so here we use double, and here we declare 10.25, same as here, double 20.9. Okay, and result would be in double, so we use double here. Okay, if we want to save a character, to declare char, like char str is equal to single character. The single character we can declare it boolean. Boolean is equal to true, same as integer double character. Okay, so if you want to print these values, so we can also print these values, character values. Here we can use str. If we want to print boolean value, as per our requirement, we can declare the data type of a variable, and we can perform different operation as per our requirement. Okay. Okay, so here this is a simple example. Now, so here I have declared the values. So if we will execute 1 or 10 times, it will show same result like here. Okay, but suppose we want to get the value from the user end. So for this purpose, Java provide us a class name is scanner. Scanner is equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay, okay, and suppose if we want to input double values. Okay, so for different type of values, suppose we want to input integer values like int x. So let's see dot next int. Okay, so we have a method next int. So with through this method, we can get the value integer type of values. If we want to input a decimal value, so we have another method next double. Okay, if we want to store character type values, so we have not directly any method for character, but we have next, a method next. It return the word, like suppose hello is a word, everyone is a word. So if you want to input a word, so we use next sc dot next. Okay, but I suppose character. So we have a method char at, and we can specify the number of index value of 0. So it will return a single character. If we want to get the Boolean values, so sc dot next and next, sorry, Boolean. So if we want to input a Boolean value, so we can use sc dot next Boolean. Okay. So as per our requirement, we can use any method. If we want to input, we want to get uh, from the keyboard, we want to from the user end, we want to input integer value, so we use next int. If we want to double value, so next double. If we want to a word, so next. If we want to a line, so next line. If we want to input the value boolean value true or false, so we use next boolean. If we want to input character, so we will add next line dot caret 0 position. Okay, so as per our requirement, we can use this. Okay, now suppose I'm going to create an example. In this example, we will try to get the value from the user end, and after that, we can perform different types of operations. Like suppose here, I'm going to demo to add publish invite may finish. Any doubt, any queries in this example?
No.
Okay. And next demo two here. So we want to get the input from the user end. So use SC. So S scanner is equal to new. Scanner is a class. So if you want to use a scanner class, so first of all, we will create the object of scanner. Okay, and system.in is a buffer of keyboard. If you want to get the values from the keyboard, so we use system.in. If we want to print the value on a standard output device, then we use system.out. And keyboard is a standard input device, so we use system.in. It is also a buffer of keyboard. And if you want to print the value on console, so we use system.out. Okay, after that, and this class, suppose here, enter first value, okay, and here declare number is equal to sc dot next int, okay, same as the second values int num2 is equal to sc dot next int, okay, what is equal to num1 plus num2, and after that we can print the values like values. Second values, sorry, number num2 total. After that, we can execute this program here. Must you remember that scanner class is belong to java.util package. Okay, so if you want to use scanner class, you must be import this class. Okay, now execute this. First values. So suppose here I will put 100. Second values 200. It will show the first value, second values, and total. So after that, same as we can perform any type of operation. Like suppose here I have declared. Okay. Now suppose I'm going to create double type of values. Okay. So here here we can specify the double. Suppose decimal value we want to get. So here we can use double and double. After that, double subtraction is equal to num1 minus num2. Double multiplication is equal to num1 into num2. Double division is equal to num1 upon num2. Okay. After that, here we can print the all result like fraction plus SUV. Same as we can print subtraction and multiplication. Multiplication plus FUL and division. So we can get the user values from the username with the help of the scanner class, and after that we can perform any types of operation as per our requirement. You can use this. Okay, this first value, second value, total, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so it's simply we can uh, find out any calculation. Okay, same as suppose we want to perform conditional operation. So we can also perform conditional operation. Hello, any doubt, any queries?
No.
Brijesh?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Are you know about this?
Conditional, yes.
Okay. Statement. If statement, if else. Statement, if else, if nested if statement, sorry, nested if statement. Rohit, are you know about this?
You what if right this one?
No.
If there is more, I know. I don't know.
Which statement? Okay. So these are the conditional statement like if statement, if else statement, if else if statement, nested if statement, switch statement. Okay, these are the different conditional statement. Okay, it means if you want to perform any operation on the basis of a specific condition, we use condition statements. Okay, suppose three, add publish domain and finish. Rohit, are you know about any other language, computer language like C or C++ or any other language?
Uh, JavaScript and Python.
So I think
And
you know about if statement and switch statement because Python is also used conditional statement.
from the nested, then I understand because it is delayed. Now I understand what you mean.
Okay, okay,
Instead of writing if, it is a shortcut of the
okay, okay.
if inside.
So suppose here I'm going to a integer values like edge is equal to sc dot accent. You can specify the condition like edge is greater or equal than 18. Hit here, concretes. Now you can execute this with right mouse button. So here I specified a condition if value is more than 18, more or equal to 18. So it will show congrats, you are eligible for vetting. And if the value of age would be less than 18, then it will show, sorry, you are not eligible. Okay, so here we are trying to execute the instruction on the basis of specified condition. Okay, same as if you want to perform any calculation, it's also possible here. Suppose here I'm going to enter a number. Okay, so here we can check it. Now, suppose you want to perform calculation. Okay, so suppose here double enter uh, the price. Okay, okay. And I'm going to the quantity. So int y is equal to sc dot sint. Okay, after that double amount is equal to price into quantity. After that, we can check it if amount is greater or equal than 1000. So here we can calculate discount. Is it discount is equal to empty into 20% discount, suppose. Okay, so we can also execute perform operation on the basis of specified condition. So here sell amount is equal to amount minus discount. So sell amount double type, and here we can specify here cell amount. That is fine. Here, suppose price 100 and quantity is 5. So 500, but okay. Suppose we want to specify another condition like discount. If amount is less than 1000, discount is empty. 5 upon 100. Okay, 5% discount only. Now, so price is 100 and quantity 5, then 475, 5% discount. If so 100 and suppose 10 quantity, so it will show 800 because 20% discount. So we can also specify the condition and calculate the calculation. We can perform calculation on the basis of different condition. Okay. Same as we can use switch statement. So in switch statement, we can only use actually for menu operation we use switch statement. So I'm going to create a simple example of switch statement like here. Demo 5 add publish event main and finish. Yes. Suppose here input. Sorry for this. Actually, I will call. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here, yes, enter a into 7 and now is equal to sc dot next int switch statement. So here now it only work on the basis of an integer and uh, character, and we can also use string, but we can't work on boolean and double values. Okay, so in case we can declare here case According to value, it will perform the result. Show the oh, sorry. Scanner is equal to scanner and import scanner class. I'm going to execute this. You can specify any number, and according to that, it will show the day. Okay. Invalidate. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is simple example. Now I'm going to create another example of this. So for this purpose, class and class name is demo6. So here I'm going to create a menu. So menu backslash n 1 point addition to subtraction multiplication division enter choice from 1 to 4. You can choose any number from 1 to 4. After that, now is equal to c dot accent and I have need of scanner class, so we can copy from here. Consent. And here we're going to enter first value, enter value. Well, now one. I suppose first is equal to sc dot next double, same as an input enter value double, second is equal to sc dot next double, and after that uh, according to selection, suppose here I have declared num is 1 double 0. Result is equal to first plus second break. Second, third, and fourth. If you want to perform minimize operation, so we use switch case, okay, and default print valid entry, okay, let here put result, okay. So now I'm going to execute this. So first of all, it will show a menu: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We can choose any one. Suppose we want to perform addition, so we will use 1, subtraction for 2, multiplication for 3, and division for 4. Suppose we want to perform addition, so 1, then enter first values 40, second values, and it will show result. Okay, same as we can perform other operation as per our need. I can execute this. Suppose we want to perform multiplication, so okay, that is a multiplication. So according to our choice, we can use this. So if we want to perform menu wise work, so we use switch statement. Okay, that is also an alternative of if statement. Okay, suppose we want to perform, we want to repeat any instruction many times. So we use loop. Okay, so Java support different types of loops. Loops. Okay, so like for loop, while loop, three, while loop. Okay, these three loops are used to uh, repeat the iteration, repeat the instruction many times as per our requirement. Okay, so what is the difference between it? So in for, the syntax is for initial condition update well, and loop statement. Specify a loop statement. If condition will true, then it will repeat the loop statement. Same as while loop and do while loop. In while loop, a statement of a syntax of while loop, and do while loop, same as while loop, but in do while loop we check the condition at the end of loop. So as per our requirement, we can use any loop, no problem. But what are the difference between these this loop? So for this purpose, we are going to create example, so you can easily understand what are the difference between loops. Okay. So for this purpose, suppose here so suppose while loop. Okay. While loop int I is equal to, actually I want to print 1 from 1 to 10 with the help of all loops. So I less or equal than 10. This is a condition. Okay, after that we can print the values of I, and here is the increment. 1 plus plus we increment in value of I. So you can see this 1 to 10 with the help of while loop. Same as we are going to create example of do while loop. So do while loop. So we have already declared integer, so we have not need to specify another time integer. Okay, and here we use condition at the end of loop, same as while loop. But condition will be changed at the end of loop. You can see this. Okay, so this is an example of while loop and this is a do while loop. Same thing we can perform with the help of for loop. So for loop is very easy loop. We have, it is also called shortcut loop. So we have not need to specify this. We can specify each and everything in a single line. It's also called shortcut, shortcut menu. Okay, shortcut loop. Okay, this is a for loop. So as per requirement, we can use any loop. Okay, but there are some differences. Like suppose we have fixed iteration. We know that we want to print from 1 to 10. So we will prefer for loop if we have not any idea about the loop will be execute, how many times will be execute. So we will use for loop and do while loop. Okay, but what are the difference between while loop and do while loop? Actually, if condition will true or false in both situation, at least one time it will be execute do while. It will execute if condition is true or false. In both condition it will execute at least one time. So that is the difference between while. Suppose here I'm going to use, this is a 12. Okay, suppose this is a value of 12. So while will not execute because the condition is false. Okay, you can see this. Okay, you can see here while loop is not executed. Okay, because condition is false. But suppose here I use here 12. Okay, in while loop, in do while loop. So at least it will execute one time. Condition will true or false. You can see this 12. Okay, because it will check the condition at the end of loop. So at least one time it will execute. And if we are using for loop, suppose here I have declared 12, it will, same as while loop, it will not execute. It will not execute, same as while loop. But do while loop, at least one time it will be execute either with specified condition will true or false in both situations. Okay. So these are some examples of while loop. While loop, do while loop, and for loop. Okay. So I think you know, but if you know any language, Python or any language, I think you know about loops. Okay.